Austin Reaves is a great story. He was undrafted and somehow won a rotation spot his rookie year. But the most impressive part about him that nobody talks about is that he's an undrafted player who clearly believes he has what it takes to be a star. Most undrafted players have a mindset of just making the team and carving out a role, and they are satisfied. In fact, in the modern draft era, really only Ben Wallace has ever reached the caliber of player that Austin Reaves is becoming as an undrafted player. But the beauty of Reaves is he seems to perfectly tightrope walk that line of clearly desiring greatness while maintaining respect and humbleness to Luka and Lebron. The only real sign that we can see that he knows he's him other than that clip is the fact that he declined the Lakers' contract extension offer this past summer, betting on himself for next year. Nobody knows if the Lakers assured his agent that they won't be re-signing LeBron, but that's the question of today's video. Can the Lakers be a championship team next year with Luka and Austin Reaves as co-stars, and LeBron, Bronny, and Bryce on a different team or retired? So as I mentioned, Austin Reaves has always publicly deferred to the greatness of Luka and LeBron, and clearly worked to foster great relationships with them. But that became a problem in last year's playoffs. To me, he's a slightly better closer than Luka and LeBron for the end of games. He's a true 3-level scorer, distributor, and free throw shooter, and clearly isn't afraid to take big shots. LeBron has great physicality driving to the rim late game, but has often been afraid to do so throughout his career, the biggest cause of which has been his fear of the free throw line. Luka has been a solid fourth quarter player, but I've always had concerns about his fitness in the fourth quarter, where he starts settling for contested step back threes because he's too tired to drive, and has also been only an average free throw shooter. This exposed him during the 2023 finals against the Celtics, however. Much has been made about his improved fitness, and he certainly looked amazing the first 2 games this year, before mysteriously coming down with 2 injuries despite finishing the game. But in the 2024 playoffs, whereas in the regular season the ball handling duties and usage were something like 2/5 Luka, 2/5 LeBron, 1/5 Austin Reaves, in the playoffs, Luka and LeBron either demanded the ball more in the half court or Austin Reaves was deferring, or both, essentially rendering him a spot-up shooter. He looked a bit disengaged if I'm being honest, and he definitely got pushed around a bit by the young, hungry T-Wolves defenders. While I don't condone that or make excuses for it, it is tough mentally to handle going from being a big part of the offense the whole season, leading the team to beat the NBA finalist Pacers without LeBron or AD, to now being iced out essentially by your 2 co-stars. And on top of that, LeBron and Luka didn't really play well, so as a competitor, I'm sure he was thinking, if I'm involved more, I could have helped flip this series. But I think he's smart, and I know it'd be considered crazy to speak up in a team meeting and say, hey, I think I should create a bit more and have Luka play off the ball more. Deep down, everyone knows it should be LeBron that should be playing more off ball and rotating through the dunker spot with Rui. But obviously, Reaves and JJ Redick, they know LeBron's history and how he can be once you get on his bad side. So Austin Reaves and the Lakers had essentially been stuck going into this year. Reaves and Luka are in their prime, ready to make a run at the championship this year. But they couldn't fill out the roster with the players they needed, like Dorian Finney-Smith, because they're paying LeBron $53 million. But something interesting has happened. In my opinion, LeBron wanted to send a message to the Lakers and the media to say, you need me. And his number 1 Clutch Sports employee bought it, of course, right away.
I think LeBron is currently, I think he was underrated after last season, where he was 6th in MVP and 2nd team All-NBA going into this year.
I learned that older gentleman, very distinguished looking with the glasses on, sitting next to his son,
Sure.
that didn't really smile much last night, they need him.
I agree.
They need him.
Bad.
Look.
1 loss to the Warriors, and they were fully ready to go with that narrative. Everything with LeBron is calculated and planned to a T, and Skip Bayless noted the usually joyful and dancing LeBron sat stone-faced the whole game to make the team look out of sync and unhappy without him. But then Luka dominated again without LeBron, and the Lakers won this time, their revenge game against the Timberwolves. And then another interesting thing happened, and Luka went down. Surely a Lakers roster with Wizards cast-off Rui Hachimura and Trail Blazers buyout DeAndre Ayton as their 2nd and 3rd best players couldn't have any success without 3rd-ranked Luka and 8th-ranked LeBron. Shockingly, both played extremely well and seemed to have fun doing it, who would have thought? But anybody who watched this team last year should know, Austin Reaves can carry this team. He went on to score 51 points with 11 rebounds and 9 assists, and with 6'8" Jake LaRavia being blocked by 6'3" Dennis Schroeder, costing him a 50-point triple-double. If you watch the game, he was getting into the paint literally on every possession. After multiple successful drives in the first half, the Kings tried fouling him on every drive, then they tried doubling, then they tried going under screens, and then he just started hitting crazy step-back threes. In the end, when someone can get into the paint at will and they shoot 21 of 22 free throws, there's nothing you can do. After the game, of course, LeBron posted his obligatory tweet as neither he nor Luka travel with the team. But the rest of his teammates, who clearly love him, they mobbed him on the court and in the locker room. Now in summary, to the main question, can the Lakers win a championship next year without LeBron building around Luka and Austin Reaves? Absolutely. This game should have been the final evidence they needed. Luka, Austin, one elite rim runner that is not DeAndre Ayton, and a bunch of 3-and-D players. And with $53 million from LeBron coming off the books next year, I hope the Lakers make that choice. Now, finally to the relationship of Austin and Luka. It's clear they've become fast friends, and Luka loves his game. And while Luka had a rocky start to his experience with Kyrie, they figured it out and had a pretty impressive run. But really what I'm curious to see is if he learned from the situation that happened with Jalen Brunson. Now while neither Jalen Brunson or Austin Reaves are great defenders, Austin Reaves to me has a little more defensive IQ with a little more height than Brunson and a good ability to take charges and make opportunistic help steals, which he makes up for a bit of his lack on-ball defense. But the biggest issue is, does Austin Reaves want a massive contract in his own team? It's a lot harder for elite free agents to move now with teams with this new CBA. But if Austin Reaves doesn't win any awards this year like first or second team All-NBA, he could theoretically sign a massive deal with one of these rebuilding teams such as the Nets. While Luka said he was pissed the Mavs didn't re-sign Brunson, he was to me doing a little bit of 2020 hindsight because he didn't really say much at the time. I don't think he predicted Brunson becoming a superstar. While the Mavs did a good job of rebuilding after losing Brunson and going to the finals, this time, if LeBron truly does leave, will Luka learn his lesson and advocate hard for the Lakers to sign Reaves at any cost? I think he's learned his lesson and he will. Now, where does this leave LeBron and potential future Mexican League All-Stars Bronny and Bryce James? Well, I think LeBron does want his farewell tour. I think he has too much ego to sign a minimum deal to play third fiddle next year with the Lakers. So I predict he will sign with either the Clippers or Cavs, likely the Cavs. I wish no ill will towards LeBron. He deserves a good retirement, but I really can't wait to see what the Lakers can do without him. But yesterday was a beautiful sneak peek. Thanks for watching. Peace.